Have you ever been underestimated because you didn't follow the crowd? Some women turn those doubts into motivation, proving that independence and intelligence can outshine any obstacle. These women are Sigma females, fierce, thoughtful, and always a step ahead. They don't seek approval or attention. Instead, they quietly redefine success on their own terms. In this video, we'll dive into 8 ways Sigma females outsmart those who doubt them. These are more than strategies. They're a blueprint for thriving against the odds. So grab your favorite drink and let's celebrate the power of Sigma women together. And before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to the Sigma Sisterhood channel for more inspiring insights on living life your way. Let's get started. 1. She turns doubt into motivation. Doubt isn't a setback for a Sigma female, it's her fuel. When someone questions her abilities, it's like lighting a spark within her. Unlike many who crumble under criticism or become defensive, she thrives on proving herself, but not to others. For her, it's about proving to herself just how capable she is. Imagine this. A co-worker dismisses her ideas in a meeting, underestimating her potential. Instead of arguing, she spends her evenings refining her strategies, researching solutions, and perfecting her proposal. A month later, she doesn't just present an idea, she delivers a game-changing plan that earns her not only respect but also admiration. This ability stems from her deep-rooted confidence and desire for growth. Doubt doesn't define her, it challenges her to redefine limits. While others might internalize criticism, she sees it as feedback and uses it to become stronger. Her resilience is like an emotional shield, allowing her to transform negativity into progress. The lesson here is simple. Sigma females turn the energy of doubt into action, and that's what makes them unstoppable. When the world says you can't, her response is, "Watch me." 2. She stays unpredictable. Predictability is a weakness, and Sigma females know it. She doesn't follow the expected path or make obvious choices. Her unpredictability isn't about being impulsive, it's about being deliberate and strategic. Picture this. People expect her to stick to one career path, but she surprises everyone by starting a side hustle that quickly becomes her main focus. Or they assume her quiet demeanor means she's a pushover, only to discover that her decisions are bold, calculated, and transformative. This unpredictability is her secret weapon. When people can't anticipate her next move, they can't control her or limit her potential. Whether it's choosing a new direction in life, setting personal boundaries, or taking calculated risks, she always keeps others guessing. What's more, her unpredictability doesn't stem from chaos, but from an ability to think ahead. She doesn't act to shock or impress, but to stay ahead of the game. By refusing to conform to stereotypes, she maintains the upper hand. 3. She builds a knowledge arsenal. Sigma females don't just aim to succeed. They prepare to dominate by arming themselves with knowledge. For her, learning isn't about impressing others, but about becoming a more capable, informed version of herself. While the world is busy chasing trends or indulging in gossip, she's diving deep into books, podcasts, courses, or anything that sharpens her mind. Imagine this scenario. A Sigma female in a professional setting is overlooked for promotions because she doesn't flaunt her skills. What her colleagues don't realize is that she's been quietly mastering advanced tools, studying market trends, and building a skill set that's future-proof. When the time comes, she doesn't just step up, she stands out. This dedication to self-improvement sets her apart. She understands that knowledge isn't just power, it's freedom. Freedom to make better decisions, spot hidden opportunities, and navigate challenges with grace. Every podcast she listens to during her commute, every late-night webinar she attends, adds another weapon to her arsenal. Her learning is also highly strategic. She doesn't dabble aimlessly. She focuses on areas that align with her goals. Whether it's mastering financial literacy, understanding psychology, or exploring cutting-edge technologies, she ensures that every skill she develops has practical value. And what's truly remarkable is her humility. She doesn't flaunt her knowledge or use it to belittle others. Instead, she allows her competence to speak for itself when the time comes. Her knowledge becomes her silent power, enabling her to navigate life with an edge that most people don't even realize she has. In a world that often values surface-level charm over substance, her intellectual depth is her superpower. It's what allows her to outmaneuver those who doubt her and seize opportunities others overlook. By constantly investing in herself, she ensures that no matter where life takes her, she's always prepared to rise to the challenge. 4. She observes, then strikes. The world often misunderstands silence as weakness, but for a Sigma female, it's her sharpest tool. While others rush to act, she steps back, observes, and absorbs everything around her. Her ability to stay quiet and focused gives her an advantage, allowing her to gather insights others miss and strike when the moment is just right. Imagine her in a team meeting. While others are busy competing for attention or trying to dominate the discussion, she listens. She notices patterns, picks up on nuances in tone, and identifies gaps in the plan. When she finally speaks, her input isn't just valuable, it's game-changing. This approach extends beyond work. In social settings, for example, people might mistake her quiet nature for disinterest, but she's observing, analyzing dynamics, and understanding motivations. When she decides to engage, her comments or actions are so precise and impactful that she leaves a lasting impression without ever raising her voice. Her patience and restraint confuse her doubters. They assume her silence means she's uncertain or unprepared, but they couldn't be more wrong. By the time they realize she's been quietly formulating her strategy, it's already too late. Her calculated move has left them reeling. Her observation isn't passive. It's a deliberate choice to avoid unnecessary mistakes, stay calm under pressure, and ensure that every action she takes is meaningful. This level of emotional intelligence and strategic thinking sets her apart in any environment. In relationships, too, her observational skills help her navigate conflicts with grace. She doesn't react impulsively or get drawn into petty arguments. Instead, she listens, understands, and addresses the root of the issue with calm precision. Her ability to observe and strike is a reflection of her self-confidence. She doesn't feel the need to constantly prove herself or seek validation. She knows that the right actions taken at the right time will speak louder than any words. 5. She respects her own time. A Sigma female treats time as her most valuable currency. She's fully aware that once spent, it can never be reclaimed, so she safeguards it with an intensity that might surprise others. This mindset doesn't just make her productive, it makes her purposeful. Every decision she makes, every commitment she accepts, must align with her values and priorities. Imagine her day. While others get caught up in endless social obligations or mindless scrolling, she's setting boundaries, prioritizing her goals, and focusing on activities that truly matter. She might start her morning with exercise, journaling, or studying something new, activities that nurture her mind, body, and soul. By the time others are just waking up or figuring out their plans, she's already accomplished something meaningful. Her respect for time often means she's selective about her relationships. She's not one to engage in shallow friendships or waste energy on people who don't respect her boundaries. When she spends time with someone, it's because she values the connection and sees it as mutually enriching. To some, this might come across as aloof, but for her, it's a sign of self-respect. She also understands the importance of rest and balance. Contrary to the hustle culture mindset, she doesn't believe in overloading herself to the point of burnout. Instead, she schedules time for relaxation and self-care, knowing that recharging her energy is just as crucial as achieving her goals. In her professional life, this time-conscious approach is a game-changer. While others may be bogged down by distractions, she's laser-focused. She uses tools, routines, and strategies to maximize her productivity, ensuring that every task she takes on moves her closer to her ambitions. Her ability to say no is another testament to her respect for time. She doesn't feel obligated to agree to every request or attend every event. This isn't about being rude or selfish. It's about preserving her energy for what truly matters. And when she does say yes, her full presence and commitment make her contributions invaluable. By treating time as sacred, the Sigma female ensures that her life isn't dictated by other people's expectations or the chaos of the world around her. Instead, she's in control, creating a life that's intentional, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. 6. She's independent, but values depth. While the Sigma female thrives in her independence, she isn't a lone wolf who shuns relationships altogether. Instead, she seeks depth over quantity. Her independence isn't about avoiding people. It's about maintaining the freedom to choose who she surrounds herself with and ensuring those connections are genuine. Think about her friendships. She doesn't need a large social circle to feel validated. A few trusted friends who truly understand her are enough. These relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. Superficial small talk doesn't interest her. She craves conversations that challenge her intellect and spark meaningful exchanges. This applies to her romantic life as well. She isn't drawn to partners who try to control or define her. Instead, she's attracted to those who appreciate her individuality and allow her the space to grow. She seeks a relationship where both partners empower each other, rather than one-sided dynamics where she's expected to conform. Her independence is also reflected in how she navigates challenges. While she values the support of her loved ones, she doesn't rely on anyone else to solve her problems. She's resourceful and determined, preferring to figure things out on her own before seeking help. This doesn't make her closed off. It simply shows her resilience and confidence in her abilities. At the same time, the Sigma female understands the importance of human connection. She knows that independence doesn't mean isolation and that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. When she lets people into her life, she does so with her whole heart, creating bonds that are deeply meaningful and enduring. This balance between independence and connection is what makes her so intriguing. She's self-sufficient yet approachable, confident yet compassionate. People are drawn to her because she exudes a quiet strength that inspires trust and admiration. By valuing depth over breadth in her relationships, the Sigma female ensures that the connections she forms aren't just fleeting interactions, but lasting, impactful bonds. Her independence is a reflection of her self-respect, and her relationships are a testament to the quality of her character. 7. She values knowledge and growth. For a Sigma female, life is a never-ending journey of learning and self-improvement. She's deeply curious and constantly seeks ways to expand her understanding of the world and herself. Whether it's diving into books, taking up new hobbies, or engaging in thought-provoking discussions, she views every moment as an opportunity for growth. What sets her apart is her intrinsic motivation to learn. She doesn't seek knowledge to impress others or fit into societal expectations. She does it for her own fulfillment. For instance, she might study a new language not because she has to, but because she's fascinated by the culture and the doors it could open. Her pursuit of knowledge is entirely self-driven, which makes it all the more rewarding. This mindset often leads her to challenge the status quo. She's not one to accept things at face value. If something doesn't align with her logic or ethics, she'll dig deeper to uncover the truth. This critical thinking not only sharpens her intellect, but also reinforces her confidence in her own judgment. She becomes a person who makes decisions based on understanding, not assumptions. Her love for growth also extends to her personal development. The Sigma female is unafraid to confront her flaws and work on them. She's introspective, often taking time to reflect on her experiences and emotions. If she realizes she's made a mistake, she owns it and learns from it, viewing setbacks as stepping stones to greater self-awareness. Professionally, this thirst for growth makes her a standout. She's the type of person who seeks out challenges, not because they're easy, but because they push her beyond her comfort zone. She's always looking for ways to upskill, whether it's mastering a new tool, taking a leadership course, or finding a mentor who inspires her. Her adaptability and commitment to self-improvement make her an invaluable asset in any team or organization. What's truly inspiring about her growth-oriented mindset is how it encourages others. Her passion for learning is contagious. motivating those around her to pursue their own paths of self-betterment. She becomes a quiet catalyst for change, showing others that the pursuit of knowledge isn't just enriching, it's empowering. By valuing knowledge and growth, the Sigma female creates a life that's dynamic and ever-evolving, proving that the most powerful transformation is the one that comes from within. 8. She masters self-reliance. Self-reliance is at the core of the Sigma female's power. She doesn't wait for others to validate her choices, nor does she depend on anyone to solve her problems. Whether it's navigating a career path, pursuing a personal dream, or managing life's ups and downs, she knows that true strength comes from within. Her independence isn't just about doing things alone. It's about the confidence to trust her instincts and make decisions based on her values and goals, not the opinions or expectations of others. Sigma females don't seek approval. They trust their judgment, knowing that they alone are responsible for their success and happiness. In the professional world, this self-reliance shines through. While others may rely on networking or constantly seek validation from their peers or superiors, the Sigma female trusts her expertise, her ideas, and her work ethic. She doesn't need the spotlight, but her results speak for themselves. She knows that her skills and abilities will get her to where she wants to go, on her terms. This approach often leads to remarkable achievements. The Sigma female is the kind of person who, when faced with a challenge, doesn't immediately look to others for help or advice. Instead, she breaks down the problem herself, does her research, and works diligently until she finds the solution. Whether it's tackling a complicated project or solving a personal dilemma, she approaches every situation with a sense of personal responsibility and a commitment to growth. In relationships, her self-reliance means that she values deep connections, but she isn't reliant on anyone for her sense of fulfillment. While she nurtures strong friendships and meaningful bonds, she doesn't lose herself in others. She knows the importance of maintaining her individuality and will never sacrifice her independence for anyone. Self-reliance also means she takes responsibility for her own happiness. While others may look for external factors like approval, validation, or material success to feel content, the Sigma female finds joy and fulfillment in her own pursuits. Whether it's her career, her hobbies, or her personal growth, she knows that lasting happiness comes from within. This powerful sense of independence doesn't mean that the Sigma female is closed off or isolated. On the contrary, it allows her to be selective about who she surrounds herself with, choosing people who support her growth and align with her values. She builds relationships based on mutual respect and shared goals, but always from a place of emotional independence. In a world that often pressures people to conform or seek constant validation from others, the Sigma female stands strong in her self-reliance. She doesn't need others to define her worth. She already knows who she is and what she brings to the table. This confidence and independence not only make her incredibly powerful, but also set an example for others who may be struggling to find their own sense of self. By mastering self-reliance, she becomes unstoppable. No one can take away her sense of direction or purpose, because it's anchored firmly in her own beliefs and abilities. And this unwavering confidence in herself makes her one of the most formidable forces in any arena. The Sigma female is not just a rare type of woman. She is a force to be reckoned with. From turning doubt into motivation, to mastering emotional control, staying unpredictable, and building an unshakable foundation of knowledge, she thrives on her own terms. Her power lies in her quiet strength, her independence, and her ability to remain calm and calculated in the face of adversity. What sets her apart is not just her resilience, but her ability to transform obstacles into stepping stones for success. She's not motivated by the need to prove others wrong, but by the relentless desire to grow and become the best version of herself. Whether she's navigating her career, her relationships, or her personal goals, she does so with a quiet confidence that is impossible to ignore. Sigma females don't need validation from others, and they don't fear being underestimated. In fact, they use it to fuel their journey to greatness. They trust themselves, their instincts, and their abilities. They carve their own path, constantly adapting, learning, and evolving to stay one step ahead. So, if you recognize the Sigma traits within yourself, embrace them fully. Your strength is your greatest asset. Stay focused, stay true to yourself, and keep proving that being underestimated is just another way to show the world how powerful you truly are. Let's continue to celebrate the Sigma spirit, quiet, resilient, and unstoppable. Stay tuned for more insights, and as always, remember to subscribe to the Sigma Sisterhood channel for more empowering content designed to help you rise above any challenges that come your way. Keep shining, Sigma Sisters.